Hello everyone, mabuhay. My name is Denise Dominguez. We are Group 3, the cruise industry. Together with my group mates, Amirilia, Bautista, Gapas, Nosidal, Pamplona. Learning objectives. Trace the history of water transportations. Analyze the operation and development of water transportation and its importance to the tourism industry. Explain the types of the water transportation. Differentiate domestic from international water transportation services and regulations. Familiarize oneself with the cruise industry. Name the new trends and innovation in the cruise industry. Cruise industry is a ship-based vacation. It provides a leisurely vacation experience with the hospitality of the ship crew member. Some cruise ships also transport cargo from one location to another. Aside from the passengers, the cruise product is a package that includes transportation, lodging, and leisure facilities on board. The 5 A's of cruising naman, ito yung access, accommodation, amenities, attractions, and also activities. Sino nga ba yung mga gumagamit ng ah, sumasakay sa barko? So, ayon sa tourism, cruise tourism has witnessed substantial growth in the tourism market over the last few decades from 1980 to 2014. The annual growth rate of cruise passenger was posted at an average of 7% with more than 22 million passengers who availed of this vacation experience in 2014 alone. The number of passengers is projected to grow to 25 million in 2019. Although cruise tourism comprise only a fraction of the total tourism industry, the substantial spending of cruise passengers together with the high growth rates indicates that the cruise industry has a great market potential. Ito yung mga families, mga culture seekers, adventurers, couples, and then millennials. Types of cruise is number 1, river canal. Ito yung along inland waterways. Mas closely linked siya sa culture and heritage at saka sa country being toured. The next is adventure expedition. Ito naman is energetic participatory activity siya and an exotic itinerary. This type naman is the destinations is more important than the ship and emphasis is on education rather than recreation. And the third is cruise. Are typically a cruise experience of 15 hours or less. This type of cruise most focus more on recreation. And the fourth naman, contemporary po. Contemporary is mas focus siya sa ship. Typically is a resort style siya, facilities with a heavy emphasis on shipboard activities. Naman is offer ng high style cruising with an emphasis on destination and shipboard amenities. The last one man is specialty. Offer siya sa mga guests ng vacation with distinct expertise And mas focus siya sa garment and then sa food.
Okay, next, for the gross registered tonnage, or the volume of public spaces on a ship, it measures only enclosed space available passenger. Below is the table describing the size of ships according to GRT and estimated passenger volume according to Mancini 2004. So, yung volume or capacity ng isang ship ay dumedepende sa size niya. And kapag very small, hindi mag-exceed dapat ng 200 and under 10,000 tons lang yung bigat na kaya niyang na dapat isakay sa kanya. Next naman is kapag small na 200 to 500 yung capacity, and then hanggang 20,000 tons na 10 to 20,000 tons na yung kaya. And then pag medium 500 to 1,200 na, then hanggang 50,000 tons na yung kaya niyang yung registered tonnage pag medium. And then for large, 1,200 to 2,000 na yung kaya niya, and up to 70,000 tons na. And yung mega ship or yung pinakamalaki is more than 2,000, then more than 70,000 tons na yung gross registered tonnage. Next is parts ng ship. So, makikita dito sa part na to kung saan yung parts, kung saan siya nakalagay. And for the description naman, yung bow, ayun yung front ng ship. Yung stern naman, yung rear end of the ship. And then for the starboard, ayun yung right hand side ng ship. And then port naman yung left side ng ship. And then yung bridge, ito yung navigational or the command and control center ng mga captain or kung saan nag-work yung captains. And then yung cabin is where passengers stay, or dito yung mga passenger room ng ship. Yung deck naman, yun yung floor ng ship, especially yung mga open areas. And then the hull, ito yung watertight body ng ship na nagpo-protect sa mga cargo, machinery, and accommodation spaces ng ship from weather, flooding, and structural damage. And yung knot naman, ito yung measurement sa speed ng ship. And then yung crew or the crew members, ito yung tawag sa mga employee ng ship.
So, the three types of space on a ship. Number one is these are spaces that are only for the ship crew. Example is crew cabin space, bridges, galley, and crew mess hall. Number two is public spaces. These are areas where passengers mingle. These areas are the pool area, gym, casino, theater, restaurants, and the like. Three is the stateroom space. This is also called the cabin. These are the guest rooms on a cruise ship. Types of staterooms. So, inside the staterooms with no windows but often use mirrors, pastel colors, and bright lighting to make the room feel more open. This is usually the least expensive. Outside the staterooms or ocean view are rooms with window. Some have full wall slide, glass or door that leads to veranda. When it comes naman sa suite room, ito yung pinaka-expensive na accommodation on some ship or some vessels have only boast entire upper decks. Yung mga features niya is yung may seating area, living room, and then sleeping area, bedroom. Kadalasan din siyang dinidivide by a curtain or divider. Dito naman sa passenger activities, merong art area kung saan nagpa-participate yung mga deck games, exercises, learning crafts and skills, listen to port lectures, play in the casino, watch rhetorical shows, play board games and cards, enjoy all shipboard facilities, lounge, and public areas. Sa in-port naman, pwede ma-enjoy yung shore excursion, shop in port stores and marketplaces, walk and sightseeing, drink and dine outside of the ship. When it comes naman sa cruise facilities, yung mga hot tub, kasama din yung mga buffet restaurants, lounges, clubs, pool tables, ping pong tables, infirmary morgue, card room, observation lounge, karaoke lounge, game arcade. And kasama din sa mga cruise activities yung climbing, skydiving simulators, video arcades, rope obstacles, roller coaster, tennis courts.
Port day and a day in a port both refer to a stop where a cruise ship docks, allowing passenger to disembark and explore. So sa port day and day in a port, so dito daw once na tumigil yung cruise ship sa isang place, pwede ka daw gumala, mag-explore dun sa isang lugar within a day lang. Pwede yung puntahan yung mga magagandang tanawin, magagandang view, yon. Pero may time lang, yon. Next. So type of shore excursion, number 1 is active versus sightseeing tours. So dito pinapakita na more on physical activities like ziplining, hiking, biking. While nagsa-sightseeing sila sa isang lugar, papunta dun sa isang destination. Number 2 is full versus half day tours. So dito nagla-length lang ng 8 to 10 hours yung pinaka-tour nila. And number 3, guided versus free time. So some tours simplifying bring to a destination where free to explore the tourist. So next natin is trivia. Though most cruises offers a fixed duration for their itineraries, the worlds offer private home for their residents. Next naman natin is cruise line industry regulation. Industry is regarded as having the most highly regulated and well-defined the cruise ship standard among industry. A cruise ship is subjected to safety and compliance audit each year to ensure specific standard as mandate by IMO or International Maritime Organization. So, etong industry na to, may mga organization daw siya and may mga sinusunod silang rules and regulations na kailangan nila sundin to ensure the safety of the industry. So, next naman natin is Safety and Sea. International Maritime Organization work in developing international safety regulations and recommendations for shipping. So, ito daw, ang main objective daw ng Safety and Sea is heavy security, life-saving equipment, crew member training.